You say you know me to stand back to me. What do you think? You understand? I ain't playing. I'm desperate. I give you another chance. Maybe you'll say something. Say something. Just let it be. Let me see your body rock, shaking it from the bottom to top. Wait to what the DJ drop. We be the ones to make it hot. Electric shock, energy like a billion watts. Space people when the speakers pop. They're like they call me Mr. Spot. We bump it in your parking lot. When we come in, we in the spot. Don't bring us up, we walk, we got. Cause we burn around the block. Let the lights and they turn it off. If you bring it, don't make me stop. Like the dough from the block. No one rolling the way we rock, way we rock.
Game 1 of the Fall World Series here tonight on the campus of North Greenville University as we preview the 2026 season and the conclusion of the fall of 2025. It's going to be a great matchup drafted on Wednesday night. As always, it's red versus black. Dustin Foles, Alex Epstein. I'm Gary Wenzel here with you for the broadcast here for Game 1 in a pivotal one here tonight, Dustin. I mean, it's a well-known fact that across all sports, especially in baseball, whoever wins Game 1 is most likely to win the series, especially in a 5-game series, less games to play. This is a big one tonight for each team. It's Bennett Reamer getting the ball for the black team tonight.
Yeah, it's all about the momentum in the beginning and trying to figure out what's going to start rolling. And with Reamer on the mound, the black team is surely going to be putting up some solid defense behind Reamer tonight.
Well, leading off for the red team, it is Landon Peavy. He was the #1 overall pick in this draft this year. He's been a part of this program for quite some time now, and he'll face off against Bennett Reamer. Reamer is a guy who they called on a lot last year, Dustin, and Landon Peavy is going to be a big name this year for the Trailblazers in 2026.
Yeah, Reamer coming from Newberry College for us. Started out doing hot for the Trailblazers last year, and just trying to keep that stride going.
So it's a 1-2 count now here on Landon Peavy. And Reamer gets his first strikeout of the day. Peavy is down on strikes looking. So a good start for Bennett Reamer to get the black team going. And now welcome in Alex Epstein. Alex, you've been a part of this team all fall, and you were talking to me ahead of the broadcast how you like this pitching staff for the black team, and Reamer gets his first K.
Yeah, Reamer, I was told, was sitting about mid to high 80s last year. His fastball has jumped up to the low 90s this year. He hit a 96 on our pro day, actually. And, yeah, I mean, we just saw it right there. He sat 92, 93 in that first at-bat and got him on a solid 86-mile-an-hour cutter. That's a huge difference from last year.
He's now standing in for the red team. It is Sanford Halcomb. He is a new face to this Trailblazer program, a true freshman out of Suwanee, Georgia. So he looks to make an impact. I was talking to Coach Powell before the game. He said this is going to be a guy. He had a great fall, and that's why he's in the starting lineup here tonight in the 2 slot for the red team as he takes this one low on the 0-2 count. It's 1-2. So Halcomb, a new face that's most likely going to make an impact for this Trailblazer team right out of the gate.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing a lot more from Coach Powell entering the transfer portal, but also trying to go after those freshmen coming out of high school. You saw that with Brady Price and Matty Brown last year for them. Another face, Sanford, coming in here and trying to make a name for himself as a freshman.
2-2 from Reamer is taken into left center field, and it'll hang up on the diving catch for C.J. Dean. A huge out there as Halcombe is retired. Good play there on a line drive that kind of kept hooking more towards left field, Dustin.
Yeah, I mean, the ball just kind of played off the bat, just kept tailing right toward C.J. Dean, and makes a great diving catch there. Again, C.J. Dean is a new face for the Trailblazers, a transfer from Ohio Dominican University. We hear a lot about his bat, but we just saw a great play with his defense and his glove there.
Very familiar face stands in now for the red team. It's Thomas Powell. He's been a part of this program for a few years now as well. On the defensive side of things, he'll be getting the start in center field tonight, but he had a good season last year, looking to carry that into 2026 as this one's popped up on the infield. And coming over to make the play is the shortstop, Mason Sweeney. So a 1-2-3 frame for the red team. We'll see Matty Brown, the freshman of the year from the Conference Carolinas, on the mound when we come back. Back here for the bottom of the first, and the first look at the black team's bats. And it'll be Darian Whitaker to lead things off, the center fielder for the black team, facing off against Matty Brown. His first pitch is outside. It's 1-0. Matty Brown, we talked about it a lot, Dustin, last year, has that interesting release point. It can vary. He's got quite a few release points, and we'll see if the black team's able to pick up on that here early in game one. The count evens out to 1-1 now to Whitaker.
Yeah, we saw the first two pitches there. The first one's more of a sidearm, and the second pitch he just threw there is over the top. But it's just hitters just having a hard time tracking where it's going to release from.
This one stays down in the zone, so count moves to 2-1 here to Whitaker. Matty Brown, like we mentioned, freshman of the year in the Conference Carolinas last year, was a big starter. Coach Powell usually went to him in the 7-inning game on Saturday. And he's so young and he's so talented. He's got a lot to go yet here for this Trailblazers team.
Yeah, you got three great arms with Brady Price, Matty Brown, and Bennett Reamer. All could be your Friday and your two Saturday games.
Whitaker swings and misses over top of that one, and Matty Brown picks up his first K. So offense is struggling a little bit here to start off in game one. We kind of figured it would, Dustin. The two best arms for the Trailblazer team last year are starting today in game one.
Yeah, you lose a little bit with Brody Fowler getting drafted, but having these two arms today is going to be huge for both teams, and whoever gets that win.
This one is going to get down in center field for a base hit. The first hit of the game comes from Mason Sweeney, the transfer from Dallas Baptist. He spent some time at the University of Alabama. Looks for him to make a big impact on this Trailblazer team. A notable transfer coming in, and he is the first base runner of this ballgame.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see what he can do. Again, as a shortstop, playing him and PV are kind of switching time with each other and trying to figure out who's going to get that starting role for the Trailblazers on the season.
So now Maddie Brown will have to work with the base runner on. First pitch is swung on and missed from C.J. Dean. Count is 0-1. So Cooper Noble playing second base for the Trailblazers in red. We might look to get a double play here. Peavy and Larson Montgomery on the left side of the infield for the Trailblazers in red. 0-1 is lifted into left field, and that'll hang up for Joe Cash. And out number 2, as Sweeney's unable to tag, there's 2 away. So Lane McGaha now stands in, the cleanup hitter for the black team. He played a decent amount at the beginning of the year last year until he suffered an injury and was unable to complete the season, but now stands in healthy for the fall frame and looks at strike 1 from Matty Brown.
Yeah, was a guy for the Trailblazers starting out in the season, playing first base, was doing great, had a couple great hits, home runs to lead off. I feel like every hit he had was over 100 mile an hour off the bat. And then just got a weird injury and sidelined him for the rest of the season. And
he gets a hit there as Sweeney took off for second. It's not going to matter as McGaha gets the second hit for the black team. And they have a runner in scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned right there, Lane McGaha just piecing balls up left and right. That base hit right there going 102 off the bat.
Yeah, hard hit ground ball right through the left side as you see there on the replay. And 2 aboard now for the black team looking to strike first. And a new face to this Trailblazer team will now stand in with an opportunity to take the lead. It's Kai Tullis.
Yeah, Tullis, a local kid out of Greer, transferred from USC Upstate.
Kai Tullis playing first base today for the black team, and he's got an opportunity here to open up the scoring. First pitch is fouled straight back to the netting, and it's 0-1. Matty Brown loves that first pitch strike.
Yeah, I feel like we always talked about him getting ahead of the count each game. He did have sometimes issues with giving up hits, but was able to get out of innings and having a low ERA to help him with that freshman player of the year in the conference.
The 0-1 to Tullis. This one stays low and in, and it's 1-1. Count evens out. Alex, talk to me a little bit about what you saw from Tullis this fall. Junior transfer from USC Upstate coming to play here for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, Kai's been an amazing addition to the team so far. We can see a lot in the fall. He's definitely the best defensive first baseman we have on the squad here, and that is rolled foul on the left side. Yeah, he's been great defensively. He's hit a couple bombs so far. He's got some real pop in the bat, and we can see a real impact on the team in the spring.
So now 1-2 after the foul ball as Tullis trying to stay alive here and open up the scoring off of a base hit from Sweeney and McGaha. The 1-2 kicks and deals from Brown. This one hits Tullis, and the bases will be loaded. That one just ran a little bit too inside.
Yeah, I got a little cute there with the sidearm, trying to throw it in, kind of jam a little bit, just went a little bit too much inside. Tullis just takes it to load the bases for the Trailblazers of the black team.
Yeah, that's what happens often, Dustin, when you have the right-handed hitter in, as Matty Brown is a lefty, that ball tends to move more towards the right-handed hitter, especially when that arm slot drops. This one lifted high into center field, drifting back right in front of the track to make the catch is Thomas Powell. Black team strands 3 in the bottom of the first, scoreless after 1. Scoreless through one here at Ray and B. Dillard Field. Game 1 of the Fall World Series in 2025, concluding the fall part of the season for the Trailblazers as Bennett Reamer paints one on the outside edge for strike one here to Josh Folks, who we've seen before last year had a solid year for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, Josh Folks, one of the guys that's been playing multiple positions for the Trailblazers last year, playing a little outfield, first base, DHing. Guy transfer from Campbell University a year ago, has done a lot with his bat last year for them.
So 1-1 count out here to Folks. Reamer hangs a curveball in there. This is going to get to the gap and over the head of Justin Dawkins and out of play for a ground rule double. Huge leadoff double for Josh Folks.
That's the one thing that Landon Powell has been working with Josh Folks is his hitting, and that's why he's been able to try to get him to be in different places.
As we take a look at the replay here, this one, Justin Dawkins just almost didn't see it, seemed like.
Well, I mean, that ball was just pieced off the bat. We have it at 106 exit velo right there. I mean, it was smoked.
And we remember those gaps in that right center.
Oh, yeah.
That wind just takes it and carries, and when you're a new person at North Greenville, even if you've been practicing for a couple months here, sometimes you just don't realize how much that ball just keeps traveling.
Yeah, right now the wind is pretty calm out there, Dustin. But, yeah, in the spring, especially those early games, February and March, man, that wind can sometimes be gusting out to right center right there. Josh Folks got enough on that one, like you mentioned, Alex, 106 off the bat, and now a runner in scoring position for the red team with nobody out. Back-to-back foul balls from Papalios, and it is 0-2, another new face here in this Trailblazer program.
Yeah, a guy from Clark State Community College coming out of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Another new face for this Trailblazer team. It's just great to see these guys, see what they can do. Again, they're trying to find battle position for the spring, a catcher utility player.
He is doing the catching for the red team today. The 0-2 fastball at 94 stays low and away.
Yeah, as you mentioned with Pop, he's been that utility guy through the fall so far. He's played a little bit of left, a little bit of third, shown some good stuff.
Still 1-2 now here to Papalios. And this one just misses the outside edge. Count evens out to 2-2 on the off speed. So Bennett Reamer pitching with a little bit of traffic. Folks on second. Still nobody out. Reamer tries to get him on the curveball, but unable to do so. Stays low. So trying to work all the way back from 0-2 is Papalios, and it is now a full count. So 3 straight balls from Reamer. You don't want to put him on here this early in the game. It would create the double play and a force-out opportunity, but still early. Cut on and missed on the fastball up and in. Papalios is down on strikes, and it is Reamer's second strikeout of the game.
Yeah, Reamer was able to get that one by him. But, Gary, we always talk about North Greenville a couple years ago. We're a little bit of a small ball team. You wanted maybe to see Austin go in there and try to bunt and put Folks. As we talked about, we got 2 great pitchers today, and it's going to be a pitcher's duel. That one run can change the whole game.
Well, you mentioned small ball. This guy's got the opposite of small ball here. Cooper Noble, the freshman from Riverside High School. He led the state of South Carolina last year in high school home runs. As he is in his first year in a Trailblazer uniform. Checks his swing there. No field ump today, so we will not have an appeal on that one. Maybe we could get Dustin out there for some base umpiring.
I mean, I'm surprised one of the coaches isn't out there, or find somebody to be out there and just call it. But I guess they're going to play kind of a you call your own check swings here.
2-0. This one hit off the end of the bat, and we'll dribble foul. So the count is 2-1 now here as Reamer tries to get out of this inning. Cooper Noble playing second base today for the red team. We mentioned the pop he has in his bat, trying to open up the scoring here in the top half of the second. 2-1 from Reamer is hit up the middle. This will advance the runner. Coming over to make the play is Landon Peavy to get the second out. However, Folks is able to move 90 feet closer, and now it's Joe Cash's go at things.
And see, that's where we kind of were talking there about trying to get that runner to third base. That easy would have been a one-run score, folks coming in, but now he's only at third with 2 outs with Cash up to bat.
Yeah, now Cash obviously has to get a hit for Folks to score as opposed to potentially just getting a sac fly or something like that. Cash looks at the first one. It's 1-0 now here. Reamer, like you mentioned, Alex, at the top of the broadcast, velocity looking good today.
Yeah, velocity's looking a lot better this inning too. That strikeout he had to pop earlier, as the guys like to call him, it was a 94, highest pitch of the day so far.
It is a beautiful day for early November, Dustin. It was around 70 degrees, like around first pitch. Might be a little bit cooler out there now, but so it's easy to throw when it's warm. And a good day for some fall baseball here. You won't get to see those colors beyond center field come spring, but you get to enjoy them right now.
Yeah, it's the great thing about having this Fall World Series is you get to see the landscape a little bit different than what we see in the spring with the different color leaves, and then even seeing that mountain range in the background in right field.
1-2 to Joe Cash. Joe Cash is able to stay alive as he fouls this one off. So Reamer looking for his third strikeout of the day. He got Peavy looking, and Papoulis swinging at the high fastball up and in for the first out of this inning. So once again, a pitcher's count with the 1-2. Cash looks at this one upstairs, tried to climb the ladder again.
Yeah, great discipline by Joe Cash there, going down 0-2 and then coming back with a 2-2 count here.
So the break-even pitch coming from Reamer as Josh Folks stands on third base 90 feet away. Good curveball. This one hit on the inside of the bat. It's going to stay fair, and he plays it, and he tags him out. Reamer able to get Cash. A risky play there. Cash unable to beat it out. And the red team leaves Folks stranded 90 feet away. The inning comes to a close. Bottom half of the second on the other side. Back here in Tigerville, South Carolina for the bottom half of the second. And leading things off for the black team, it is going to be Mitch Wilson, the UNC Chapel Hill transfer. He redshirted with the Tar Heels last year. Now looking to get some action here in North Greenville as he looks at strike one from Matty Brown.
Yeah, we talked about Matty Brown giving up a couple of runners, but was able to get out of that jam with bases loaded.
Yeah, he hit Tullos as that one ran a little. Third base today for Team Black as he looks at strike one on the off speed from Matty Brown.
Yeah, another guy that's got a great glove, trying to find his bat this year. Played a little third, second, and shortstop for the Trailblazers last year.
This one hit on a line. One hop kicks away from Peavy, and they might score that as a base hit. We don't have any official scoring today, so it's up to us.
Yeah, I'm calling it a hit.
Yeah, we got 94 exit velo. I think we can give that one a hit there.
So another hit, this time coming for C.J. Martin, and the black team has one on.
I was about to say, I'm looking at the scoreboard to see if they put it yet, but they have not called it a hit or error. Normally they're looking for Coach Powell to give us a signal.
And there is that third hit for the home squad. So Maddie Brown working out of the stretch again. This one stays a little bit outside here to Kason Herlong, who's playing second base today for the black team. He's a freshman from Marion, South Carolina, Lakeview High School.
Yeah, and Kason's not a stranger to North Greenville, as his brother played ball here a couple years ago.
This one catches the outside corner for strike number one. The count evens out to 1-1.
Looking at the replay of that hit, just kind of an in-between. Couldn't figure out how you want to handle that by Sweeney.
So 1-1 count here. This one is popped up right side of the infield, and drifting over to make the catch is Cooper Noble. So now 2 away in the inning as Herlong is retired. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order with Darian Whitaker, who struck out his first time up. Just a reminder, well, I guess the first time we get to say it, YouTube chat is open. We'd love for you guys to put any questions that you have in about the upcoming season or the team, the new roster, anything you have, as Maddie Brown tries to pick off Martin over there at first. So, yeah, put any questions in that you have for us. We'll try our best to answer them. Alex has been with the team all fall, has some insights, a lot of new faces about within the program, or just anything you'd like to know, anything you'd like us to discuss, even talking points. We'd love to have any discussion points here on this broadcast. So, yeah, YouTube chat is wide open, and just let us know what you'd like to hear, and we'll try our best to answer it here throughout the game one of the Fall World Series. This one just a little bit inside, and the count moves to 2-0 here to Whitaker. And there we got Josh Barnhill, someone who was here last year at North Greenville. As we have a fellow umpire, Josh Barnhill had the honor to ump the Fall World Series last year, as he was a GA here at North Greenville, and now over at umpiring school now, Dustin, and as he hopes to move his umpire career forward into the major leagues.
Yeah, Josh Barnhill was great for our operations staff, and was able to do some umpiring for us, and I did a couple of Conference Carolinas games and Division II games. Great guy and a great umpire, and hearing his insights last year as we had some reviews and bringing him into the booth and asking those questions, what the officials are seeing or what their mechanics are, was a great insight that we had.
So 2-2 now to Whitaker as Maddie Brown checks on Martin over there again at first. But, yeah, Josh Barnhill went to umpiring school now, and we had him kind of as our analytics guy and as our official review guy here on broadcast, like you see at the major league level. Since he knows all the rules about it, why not give it a go? This one popped up and will hit up towards us at the press box. But, yeah, you see that on national TV. You got to see it here last year on the Conference Carolinas Digital Network as well. So had some good insight for sure.
JB, we're looking for an official for the field, so if you want to come on down.
Yeah. Yeah, one umpiring crew man tonight behind the plate. 2-2 to Whitaker as this one is poked into right field. It'll get down for a base hit. On his way to third is Martin. The throw is there, and it is not in time. C.J. Martin able to hustle it out all the way to third base as the throw just came up a little bit short from Sanford Halcomb.
Yeah, great kind of base running there. I mean, kind of extending it again. We're talking about two pitchers that aren't going to give up much runs this game. You got to be aggressive on the base pass with 2 outs, and C.J. Martin gets safely to third.
The throw was there, just a little bit short on the one hop as Larson Montgomery backed up to get it. Now men on the corners here with 2 outs. This one stays upstairs for Mason Sweeney. Mason Sweeney's 1 of 1 on the day. Oh, yeah. Josh Barnhill talking about my internship coming up this summer. I'll be with the Edenton Steamers out of the Old North State League, a league that Josh actually played in, knows a lot about. So I was talking to him a little bit about that last night, and I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully maybe some NGU guys can go up there as well, play some ball there. Some NGU guys have played in the Old North State League before. I know Darian Whitaker with the Lexington Flying Pigs last year. So hopefully NGU can send some talent up with the Eatonton Steamers, get to work with some guys I get to know. So it'll be fun as this one's fouled back. It's 1-2 now. Darian Whitaker with a lot of speed over there on first base. Dustin, you might look to see him go, potentially get two guys in scoring position.
Yeah, I mean, you got a first and third situation with 2 outs. We talked about being aggressive at the base path. The only thing is with Matty Brown being a lefty, he's kind of holding him there a little bit, but just kind of, keeps peeking over there at first base to see if he wants to throw it over.
The 1-2. This one stays upstairs. Sweeney able to lay off. So Matty Brown trying to get out of this inning once again. Can we get Bryson to work the field?
Hey, Bryson is getting ready for a soccer match for tomorrow, so I think he's got the night off.
Yeah, we can always get him down here. We could try to at least. 2-2 on the way from Brown. There goes Whitaker as it stays low. So now 2 in scoring position as Austin Papalios did not have a chance on that throw as that one was in the dirt. So a payoff pitch upcoming, and it's got big implications here with 2 in scoring position. Runners will be moving on the pitch.
Yeah, Mason Sweeney trying to just find something to poke and get a base hit here or to take that ball 4.
This one lifted high and out of play. So 3-2, 2 outs. Runners will get a bit of a jump here, so anything that is able to get Sweeney on base will likely score 2 with Whitaker's speed as well.
Yeah, Coach Powell, his kind of golden rule is look for fastball and adjust, even just battling off those all-speed pitches.
So we'll do the payoff pitch again. Matty Brown deals to Sweeney. It's called strike 3. Sweeney down on strikes, and the inning comes to a close. The black team strands another pair of runners. 5 total through 2 innings as we take a look at Brown crossing up Sweeney. The inning's over. We move to the top half of the third. Back here for the top half of the third as Bennett Reamer has put up 2-0 so far. Good play there and a leadoff out. Mason Sweeney showcasing the glove over there at the 6th spot, and Connor McKee is retired. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, great movement over there by Sweeney to get into that ball, sliding, getting up and making a great throw to first base to get that first out of the inning.
So Larson Montgomery now stands in for the red team as Reamer kicks and deals with a fastball over the heart of the plate. It's quickly 0-1. Once again, thank you to Josh Barnhill. We appreciate the kind words here in the booth. Miss you here in Tigerville as this one's fouled off by Montgomery. So quickly 0-2, and Reamer does such a good job, Dustin, of getting to those 0-2 counts, and it really opens up a lot. He loves to go to the high fastball. We'll see if it happens there. This one is popped up off the end of the bat as Mason Sweeney drifts back to make the catch for the second out of the inning as Montgomery is retired. So Reamer cruises through his first 9 batters, and it's back to the top of the order with Landon Peavy.
That's what we talked about a lot with these starting pitchers, just trying to get ahead in the count. Just makes a difference of everything that's going on.
So Landon Peavy stands in now for his second at-bat with 2 outs. He struck out looking his first time up as he takes ball 1 up and in. This one on the outside part of the plate, a little bit too away, and count is 2-0. So now Reamer trying to settle back in here in a hitter's count for Landon Peavy. The first overall pick in the 2025 Fall World Series draft, as Mitch Wilson unable to squeeze that one, and it is 3-0. He's walking over to the dugout. I wonder if broke his mitt, actually. So Alex, you pointed out that he broke it. I didn't see that initially. I just thought he missed it, but yeah, it looks like it almost went right through the mitt part of the glove.
Yeah, unfortunate too, because that was a pretty good pitch over hard of the plate, but didn't catch it. So
yeah, oftentimes when you miss those, sometimes the umpire does as well. We were able to bounce back with the strike, however, and it's 3-1. This one taken up the middle by Landon Peavy, and he's got his first hit of the ball game as a 2-out base knock. We'll get a man aboard for the red team.
See there that 3-1 pitch right over the heart of the plate, just takes it right back up the middle to get the second hit for the red team in this game.
So it'll be the freshman now standing in for the red team, who flew out to left field his first time up, Sanford Halcomb. Halcomb takes strike 1 on the bottom part of the zone, 0-1. Alex, you talked about before the broadcast how everyone is on a pitch count here today, no more than 75 pitches.
yeah, so I believe all the starters that have been drafted here for the Fall World Series are all on a pitch count of around 75. I think Joseph Yamamoto is on 60, although, but then all the relievers as well on a 50 to 60 pitch count as well.
So that one fouled off. 0-2 here to Halcomb, as Bennett Reamer trying to throw up his third scoreless inning so far to open up game 1. The 0-2 pitch is chopped towards first and over the head of Tullis, and on his way to third is going to be Landon Peavy, and a nice little double there for Halcomb. And there's 2 in scoring position now for the red team. So a clutch hit from Sanford Halcomb as we take a look at it once again.
Yeah, just a chopper over the first baseman's head going in the right field. Again, great base running by both Peavy and Halcomb there. You will get runners at second and third with 2 outs. And Thomas Powell up to bat.
So Thomas Powell with a chance to do some damage. This one is cut on, slicing towards that left field line, and there for the catch is C.J. Dean. The inning comes to a close. Once again, 2 stranded from the red team. We're through 2.5 when we're back. CJ Dean to lead things off here in the home half of the third. Still scoreless, 4 hits for the black team, 3 for the red team. And that's kind of what you see a lot of times, Dustin and Alex, out of baseball game ones when you have aces on the staff pitching. You're not going to see a lot of scoring potentially in the early innings of game one.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this pitcher's duel and what's going to happen, of who's going to score the first run and maybe the only run of the game.
This one is hit deep into left field at the track, and get out of here, ball. Home run for C.J. Dean, and the scoring opens up. Solo shot into left field.
Yeah, that ball was hit 101 off the bat and projected distance of 378 feet.
What a moonshot, and right on cue as we talk about potentially the only run, Dustin. C.J. Dean steps into one. The transfer from Ohio Dominican, he had a bunch of home runs at the D2 level last year for Ohio Dominican, and now he gets one in game one of the World Series here. It's 1-0.
Yeah, Matty Brown just taking that off-speed pitch, let it low and inside, and CJ was able just to turn on it and let it go down the left field line to get the first run for the black team, going up 1-0 now.
So Lane McGaha now stands in as this one's fouled off. So it's 0-1, but what a moonshot there for C.J. Dean to open up the scoring. 0-1 from Brown.
We don't ever see a lot of home runs out the left field side. It's always been that right field, right center, but he just turned on it completely there.
So 0-2 now here to McGaha as Matty Brown trying to find his rhythm once again. This one stays outside at 75 miles an hour. This one hit off the end of the bat, able to stay alive. Still 1-2. Last year for the Panthers, C.J. Dean had 15 home runs for Ohio Dominican. 1-2. This one is hit off the end of the bat towards right field. Hustling over there and able to make the catch in foul ground is Samford Halcomb for the first out of the inning. He traveled a lot of ground there, and McGaha is retired. Alex, we were talking ahead of the broadcast how you played outfield in high school a little bit. How does the outfield play here at Ray and B. Dillard Field? Usually plays pretty big.
Yeah, outfield does play really big out here. Again, turf fields always make it a little difficult with really deciding what balls to go after or not. But, yeah, big outfield and big gaps.
Kai Tullis stands in now for the black team with one away, nobody on. He got hit by a pitch in the first inning. And that's when the black team stranded all 3 runners that they had. So far, they have 5 stranded. But they do have that solo home run from C.J. Dean as that one lands in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Matty Brown so far only with 2 strikeouts. He's had a lot of games where he's got a lot of strikeouts last season. Obviously, fall ball, and your hitters know a lot about what you can do as this one's lifted into right center and over the head of Cooper Noble for a base hit off the bat of Kai Tullis, so he gets another hit for the black team. Solid hit there for Tullis, able to float that one over Noble's head, and a 1-out base knock as Matty Brown will once again be pitching with traffic, and that brings up Justin Dawkins. Dawkins from Boiling Springs, South Carolina. This one gets away, and taking off for second, the throw is going to get his way as well into center field, but a stolen base for Tullis, and a runner in scoring position now for the black team, as that one just squirted a little bit too far away from Papalis. And now a runner 180 feet away, trying to add on some more runs here with Justin Dawkins, who flew out to center field his first time up. The 1-0 from Brown. Dawkins takes it inside. It's 2-0, hitters count. Pretty much right away there, Dustin, Tullis knew he was going to take off for second. A really good read on that one.
Yeah, I saw the ball kind of hit the dirt and just said, I'm going for it. These guys know each catcher and what they can do and how their pop time is, and thought he got a good jump and that he can get there. And close throw, but just not able to make a tag on it.
Dawkins looks at that one. It's 3-0 now here as Matty Brown trying to dial it back in. 3-0 offering. This one is called a strike in the top half of the zone. So it's 3-1 now here to Dawkins. Dawkins playing right field today for the black team. This one hit on the line up the middle on the ground, and this is going to hold up the runner up at third, but a good hit there from Justin Dawkins, and now men on the corners for the black team.
Yeah, I was hoping to see a little throw from Thomas Powell there at center field at the plate, but hold up at third. Now you got runners at first and third with one out for the black team. Getting a hard line shot right up the middle.
So a solid hit there from Dawkins, and now men on the corners. And to your point, Dustin, you wanted to see that Thomas Powell throw. However, the coaches here for North Greenville know what that arm can do.
Coach Williams over there coaching third base for the black team, holds him up there.
Mitch Wilson now stands in for the black team. Wilson is first time up, flew out to left field. Now with men on the corners, a deep fly ball will likely be able to score Tullis and add on another run. So 1-0 count here to to Mitch Wilson. As this one's fouled off, it's 1-1.
That's the other thing with knowing who your next batter is, too, as a coach at third base, is who's coming up, what the situation is, how to try to get runs. With Mitch Wilson coming up here, can we just get a pop fly, sac fly to score another run to give the black team a 2-0 lead?
Break-even pitch from Brown. Catches the outside corner. Beautiful pitch there, and it's 1-2. Matty Brown hoping for a ground ball here, potentially get an inning-ending double play and get him out of this jam. Only down one. And a pickoff attempt catches Dawkins. The throw is high. Dawkins is under the tag. Beautiful play there by Dawkins, able to hustle that one out, and a little bit too high of a throw from Folks, and now there's two in scoring position.
Yeah, that's amazing to see from Dawkins right there. He has come in and just he shows how great of an athlete he really is. He throws around like 350 on bench. We just saw him steal on a pickoff right there. He can do some incredible things in the spring.
So now a base hit, likely to score two. And a 1-2 count here to Mitch Wilson. Wilson lifts this one foul and out of play. We'll do it again. Black team trying to open up the floodgates a little bit here in the bottom of the third. They've got 7 hits, 1 run to show for it off of the Dean home run earlier in this inning. Now it's trying to be about manufacturing runs before they eventually get into the bullpen. The 1-2. This one is taken into left field. I don't know if it's deep enough, and it's not, as Joe Cash is in to make the catch and throws it home. So 2 away, and unproductive out there from Wilson. He would like to have that one back. He just got a little bit too under it.
Yeah, a great play by the defense there, having communications, talking through it. Joe Cash coming all the way as that ball kept drifting from left to right field and makes a great throw to center field. Even the runner did tag up. As you can see here in the replay, it's kind of just in that no man's land between Powell, Cash, and Peavy. But great job by Cash calling everybody off and making a good throw in as the catcher.
So now C.J. Martin, who's 1 of 1 on the day, looks to potentially drive in 2 more as he looks at ball 1 on the outside part of the plate. So far, the black team stranded 3 in the first, 2 in the second. hoping to not strand 2 more here in the home half of the third. This one is popped up left side of the infield, and Montgomery is there to make the grab, and the black team strands 2 more. However, they open up the scoring off of a C.J. Deems solo shot. It's 1-0 through 3. Black team strands 2 more, and we sit 1-0 through 3. As Reamer's back out to work for his 4th frame. Josh Folks swings and misses at the high fastball. It's 0-1. Josh Folks had that double down the right field line back in the second. Red team was unable to get him in. That was a leadoff double. And Dustin, anytime you really get a man on second with nobody out, that run has to score.
Yeah, you got that runner in scoring position with no outs. You got to find a way to score. And again, that's what we kind of talked about, that we don't see a lot about this small ball, bunt him over to third base, sac fly, scores a run. It could right now, it could be tied ball game at 1-1.
So 1-2 after the foul ball from Folks. As the pitch count for Reamer looking relatively good. On the other hand, for Matty Brown, sitting around in the upper 50s, as that one's ball 2.
Yeah, Matty's been able to pitch his way out of a lot of jams, but 3 stressful innings. A lot of the damage against him has been on his cutter.
Cut on and miss. Folks is down on strikes for the first out as Reamer picks up his 3rd strikeout of the day.
But, yeah, a lot of damage has been on his cutter. He hasn't really relied on that fastball a lot, and that's something that, even though it sounds basic, just fastball, when you have that many arm slots and that many different pitches, sometimes the fastball can be reliable and do well against these hitters.
That one's low in there to Papalius as it's 1-0. Alex, you mentioned high-stress innings. But Matty Brown, if you look at it, Alex, he's only given up the 1 run on the solo shot as this one's hit on the ground, eaten up by C.J. Martin over to first in time for the 5-3 as Papalius is down on the ground out. But, yeah, going back to my point, Alex, from what Matty Brown has given up in a 1-0 game and on a solo home run, he's done a phenomenal job getting out of innings.
Oh, yeah, he's done a great job at pitching his way out of it and just being a pitcher even when you don't have your best stuff. From your ace, that's what you should expect. Sadly, you're not going to be able to get more than one more inning out of him.
Yeah, but in a 5-game series, obviously taking a lot of breaks just through the schedule as how it's laid out in the Fall World Series. Today, Game 1, tomorrow, Game 2, and they have off till Tuesday and then back at it on Friday and Saturday for Game 4 and 5 of next week. So you potentially could see Matty Brown go Game 3 if they pull the plug on him here, holding him at 57 pitches. So it'll be interesting to see how they use that. If not, you'll definitely have him for Game 4.
Yeah, it'll probably be another. This will be the 2 starters for the next Thursday game, Game 4.
Two now here to Noble as this one is taken foul, so he's able to stay alive.
That was the one thing that hurt the Trailblazers last year was just great pitching, just could not score runs. As we're seeing, we've got 11 hits now total with only 1 run scored. Got to find ways to score some runs, put the ball in play.
So 2-2 pitch now upcoming here to Cooper Noble, who grounded out his first time up, is rung up on strike 3. Curveball that falls right into the inside part of the zone, and another strikeout for Reamer. He picks up 2 in the top half of the 4th, and that is his 4th total of the game. As we take a look at it one more time, Reamer sits down Noble and sends him down in order. 1-2-3 inning for the black team, and they come back up to hit with a 1-0 lead. Back here for the home half of the 4th, and it's the bottom half, well, the bottom part of the order. Kason Herlong to lead off as he flew out to second base his first time up in the 2nd. This one is hit right to second again, and it'll hang up for Cooper Noble for out number 1. So a good start to the inning for Matty Brown, as, like you mentioned, Alex, most likely his last inning of work here in the bottom of the 4th. Dennis Dawkins is putting in chat. Justin Dawkins with Freshman Player of the Year last year, an all-conference transfer from Spartanburg Methodist College, now coming over to North Greenville as Matty Brown fields his position nicely there as he's able to get Whitaker out on the bunt. Whitaker trying to showcase that speed, not able to get it past Matty Brown, and there's quickly 2 outs.
It's always great there to see some of that small ball, but great job by Matty Brown pitching there, able to make a fielding play and get the out for the second out of this inning.
So that goes down as the 1-3 on Whitaker. And Matty Brown working efficiently right now. If he gets out of this inning here, he might be able to come back out for the 5th. Mason Sweeney now standing in for the black team. He's 1 of 2 on the day with a base knock and a strikeout, and the count is 0-2.
Yeah, going 5 pitches so far this inning. We talked about the game going off of pitch counts. of when they have to be out of the game. So he can get out of here right with another strikeout and only 6 pitches this inning. He could go one more inning.
The 0-2 from Brown to Sweeney. This one lifted up, and it will get over our heads and out of play, so the count stays 1-2. So Matty Brown, if he gets an out here with Sweeney, should be able to come back out and at least start the 5th. This one hit on the ground, and it's through the left side. Mason Sweeney with his second base hit of the day. This one coming with 2 outs as he just takes that one right through the left side of the infield.
We might be jinxing him up here, boys. That might be what's happening.
We've had our fair share of announcers jinxed in time, last year especially, but good piece of hitting there. There was a huge hole there as Larson Montgomery was really hugging that left field line.
Yeah, it was a pitch to the outside corner of the plate, and Sweeney was able just to kind of poke at it to get it into that gap. That's why you kind of saw that shift. We talk about the Tigerville shift. You know, we see Coach Powell and the defense shifting a little bit here and there based off of the pitch being thrown.
1-0 now here to C.J. Dean. He's done some damage, the only damage done so far in the game. He had the home run to put us at 1-0. Connor Ballou says, let's go, folks. Cheering on Josh Folks here. Thank you, Connor, for the comments. As Josh Folks has himself a double on the day here in Game 1 of the Fall World Series. Count is now 1-2 here to C.J. Dean, who's 1 of 2.
And now you talked a little bit about this fall, Josh Folks mostly been playing the outfield, but today is going into the first base role. So talk a little bit about how that is about being a utility player and being able to adjust to what position you're going to play that game.
I mean, yeah, that gives a lot of flexibility for this lineup. It really opens up a DH spot, another outfield bat as well. But, yeah, I mean, just it shows a lot to his athleticism to be able to jump from right field to first base with no real work.
Huge strikeout for Matthew Brown, and that gets them out of the inning, and black team leaves another stranded as C.J. Dean is down on strikes. We're still 1-0 through 4. Well, Dustin, we're pretty used to that walk-up song right there. Here Comes the Money with his brother Jax Cash. Used to play in this program. Now Joe Cash gets to finally trademark that as his own. First pitch swinging from Joe Cash. Soft hit ground ball, stepping up to make the play. Beating him by a few steps is Kason Herlong. One away.
Yeah, trying to live up to the legacy of his brother and having the same theme song at Cash Money.
Yeah, some of the guys I've noticed have kept the same walk-up song so far in the Fall World Series. Folks is one of those guys, and we've been able to hear some new ones, so as the game and series progresses, that'll be fun to hear as this one just misses low and away, and 92 from Bennett Reamer.
Yeah, that's kind of the exciting part about this whole World Series is getting to see all these different guys get a chance to get in that bat, play defense, and get to know them a little bit better going into the spring season.
Connor McKee looks at that one, and it's 1-1 now here. This one lifted foul. McKee is first time up, grounded out to the shortstop. Connor McKee, designated hitter today. However, he is able to catch a little bit as well. So,
yeah, he was a redshirt freshman for the Trailblazers, was more of a bullpen catcher last year for them out of Irmo, South Carolina.
He's down on strikes. Reamer picks up another strikeout. That's his 5th total. And he has retired his past 6 batters. So Bennett Reamer starting to pick up some steam here as he moves into the game. His day most likely coming to a close soon due to the pitch count rules, but trying to get through this 5th frame as it's Larson Montgomery's go at things here in the 9-hole slot as he popped out to the shortstop his first time up, now 0-2.
Yeah, he's going to that fastball a lot to get ahead of the count and then coming in with the off-speed. We saw it kind of froze Connor McKee there, thought it was coming up inside and just kind of broke down right in that plate.
The 0-2 nearly hits him. Able to get out of the way in time is Montgomery. So now 1-2. Spinner unable to find the zone. Tried to set up that same exact sequence he had to McKee, but that time a little bit too inside for Montgomery. The 1-2 now. This one hit on the ground. Charging in on it is going to be Herlong, and the inning comes to a close. 1-2-3 inning. Bennett Reamer's fired up as he pitches a shutout 5. That might be the end of him, but a phenomenal go at things to start off this World Series. We're halfway through. It's 1-0. Halfway home here in game 1, and it's a pitcher's duel shaping out to be between Matty Brown and Bennett Reamer. Kind of what we figured it would be, Dustin, in game 1, as Matty Brown back out to work for the 5th frame, and he will be facing off against Lane McGaha, Kai Tullis, and Justin Dawkins. McGaha is 1 of 2 on the day, a base hit in the first, and a fly out in the third. Count evens out now to 1-1. So Lane McGaha, we mentioned that injury that cut his season short last year, now back to work here in his 2nd year with the Trailblazers. This one is popped up towards right field, towards the foul line with room, and able to make the catch right by that wall is Sanford Halcomb for the first out.
Yeah, great job there by Sanford, tracking that ball and finding where the fence was and making that first out in foul territory.
So Kai Tullis now stands in for the black team, USC Upstate transfer. He was hit by a pitch in the first and had a base knock in the third. He was stranded, however, on third base to conclude the third. Matty Brown fires strike 1 at the bottom half of the zone. It's 0-1. So Kai Tullis, 1 of 1 on the day, looking to stay perfect. This one a little bit in too much, and it's 1-1. Break-even pitch. Tullis watches this one outside. Sun starting to set here now over left field at Raymond B. Dillard Field. Sun can be brutal at times, so that might be a factor for a left-handed hitter upcoming here in the next inning or two.
Yeah, we normally don't ever see it in that left field side. It's normally right down the center or right center. But we know right around that 5:30, 6 o'clock time, there's probably going to be a little bit of a sun delay maybe.
3-1 here to Kai Tullis. Fouls it off. Sunsplash, Tigerville, South Carolina. Beautiful weather we're having here this late in the year, so perfect baseball weather.
Yeah, we're not looking forward to next week, though. The forecast is not looking good. 40, high of 40 the next Monday, Tuesday.
Payoff pitch is lifted into left field. Ball has some carry to it at the track. And able to make the catch is Joe Cash for out number 2. As Tullis is retired for the first time today. Dustin, I understand you were enjoying this beautiful weather a little bit without us as you raced over here after playing 9 holes. So enjoying up some of the golf on the links.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Powell. He was over there on Wednesday, had a couple of his coaching staff out there. I said I need to go play some golf before it gets too cold, so got to play with a couple donors and board members and had a good time. Robbie Edwards, the pro, actually came and joined us for 9 holes, and it was a good time this afternoon. Great weather as we're seeing a
pitching change now here. Matty Brown exits the game, 4 2/3 done, as he gives up 1 earned run and a new arm coming in for the red team. It's Blue Kennedy, the freshman from Maryville, Tennessee, will get the ball here, and he'll be in charge of getting 1 out to get out of the 5th. Blue Kennedy gets the ball. Matty Brown, 4 2/3 with only 1 earned run. Dustin, talk to me a little bit about it. Alex, too, about that outing. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but it got the job done.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely proved us wrong up here, thinking he only had 1 inning left. He actually got through an inning and 2/3. He's just a pitcher's pitcher, man. He's able to get out of jams and throw off hitters the best he can.
Yeah, he ended up giving up 8 total hits, but only 1 earned run, and that came off of the solo home run. You take that off the board, and he worked out of the innings phenomenal.
Yeah, we talked about it. It's almost like he's more comfortable coming out of the stretch with somebody on. It's kind of like he loves to have that kind of pressure on him that he does well with. And so even if he's giving up a hit or 2 or getting runners on base, he's able to get out of jam and make some strikeouts, find some outs, and only giving up 1 run on a solo home run. Did a great job on this outing for the first game of this World Series.
So he'll hand it over to the freshman Blue Kennedy from Maryville, Tennessee, 6'2", 215 freshman. Big frame there, Dustin. Looking to pump some velo in there.
Yeah, now let's talk a little bit about Kennedy and what kind of pitches that he has.
Yeah, Kennedy's a really interesting freshman coming out of here. I think he did have some D1 looks in during high school, but he has a fastball that can get up to that 88, 89 range, and his calling pitch is a curveball. If I'm not mistaken, he's got some good 12-6 action on that, and he has a cutter to bridge all that together.
Yeah, another true freshman for Coach Powell, trying to be like Matty Brown and Brady Price, come in here, maybe getting a couple good innings for this red team, and hopefully they can score some runs on the offense and take this game 1 of this World Series.
And I know we've talked about Brady Price and some of these other guys that are going to get some innings during this series, but someone who was hurt last year I think is going to surprise a lot of us here is Eli Wagner. He's gonna throw some innings. I think he's gonna get the ball for a game, and he's gonna show that after coming off a foot injury that he can pitch.
Yeah, you lose people like Chewy and Brody Fowler. You got to find some people to replace those guys on the mound, either starting or in relief.
Cue ball, tough play for Peavy, and it is over to first in time. One pitch, one out. That's all Kennedy needs. Another scoreless inning as we move to the 6th. New arm after Bennett Reamer, who pitches 5 shutout innings, only giving up 4 hits, no runs coming across. Black team dips into the bullpen with a new face to the program, Micah Takic.
Yeah, Micah Takic, his brother Noah played here a couple years ago. He is coming from Mercer University, and this guy throws bowling balls, man. He is coming at you from that submarine angle, and he's going to generate some weak contact, some stuff on the ground, and overall he's been impressive in the fall and is going to have a crucial role in the bullpen this spring.
So Takic will be tasked with the top of the order for the red team. As it's now the 3rd time through the order as Landon Peavy fouls that one off. He's 1-2 on the day with a strikeout and a base knock, now 0-1. Landon Peavy, Dustin, a guy we saw last year, always has had phenomenal defense, but the bat struggled at times. Now he's here as the #1 overall pick in this World Series draft and hitting leadoff.
Yeah, that's what we saw last year with this Trailblazer club, is that they had a lot of people that can play defense, but not everybody was swinging the bat. If you can swing this bat and you can get hits and you can hit home runs, Coach Powell's going to find a place for you to play in the field.
0-2. Spinner just misses off the outside part of the plate. It's 1-2, so a good take there from Landon Peavy, able to extend this at bat. So the 1-2 from Takic. Kicks and deals. Spinner hit on the ground as there to make the play on the backhand is Sweeney over to first in time for the 6-3. So Mason Sweeney fielding his position nicely so far up to this point. New face in the program.
Yeah, 2 great shortstops there with each other. You got Peavy hitting and you got Sweeney playing short. They're both great defenders in this game 1.
Sanford Halcomb stands in now for the red team. He's got a double. Count is 0-1 here from Takic. I know he's only faced 1 batter so far, Alex, but man, that spinner that he has, that curveball is beautiful. This one hit off the end of the bat. It's fouled, 0-2.
Yeah, definitely given a little bit more of a slider shape here, but it is it's really working well here. And he pitched well to Peavy right there. PV hit a decently hard ground ball. PV has had a pretty good fall. He hit a bomb, I believe, against USC Sumter earlier in the fall, and he's shown a little bit of pop in that bat.
So 0-2 now here to Halcombe. This one chopped on the ground, and there to make the play is Tullis, and a good PFP. Able to hustle over there in time was Takic. And I think that's so underrated, and it's so underlooked, the position of pitcher being able to field that spot, because oftentimes you don't really know where you're running. You're looking at the ball, and you have to trust that you know you're going to get to the bat.
Yeah, you got to come off that mound after you've been pitching and run over there and try to find the bag while you're trying to catch the ball at the same time. But great job so far in the defense by our pitchers.
Thomas Powell stands in now, as this one is just a little bit away. 1-0 on the off speed at 74.
And we're seeing that Tigerville shift with Thomas coming up, with your shortstop playing kind of right at second base, second baseman playing in right field.
Yeah, it's still one change that has not been yet made to college baseball. It's obviously been made in the pro level now, that you have to have 2 defenders on each side of the bag. As this one is hit right into that shift, and there to make the play is Kason Herlong. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Micah Takic, as the Black Bats coming up next. Here in the bottom half of the 6th, Mitch Wilson set to get things going. It'll be 7-8-9 for the black team, as back out to work is Blue Kennedy. He only needed 1 pitch to get out of the previous inning. Now he'll start fresh here in the home half of the 6th.
Yeah, Blue Kennedy, a 6'2", 215 freshman, throwing 88 there on that first pitch.
This one rips down the line, foul, 1-1. Mitch Wilson so far has flown out to left field twice. He's 0 for 2 so far. As the sun continues to drop down in left field, it'll continue to be tough for left-handed batters. Break-even pitch now from Kennedy here to Wilson. Curveball that stays upstairs at 71. 2-1 now here.
Gary, we talk a lot about the bats, talk about the defense and the pitching. Let's talk a little bit about this coaching staff for the Trailblazers this year. Got to give it up to them. You have, Coach Powell, head coach, Matt Williams returning, Eddie Talbotsy returning, Darren Holmes, pitching coach. And you see a new face with Utah Jones.
Familiar face, however, though, played here.
Played here for a couple of years. Played in the majors a little bit, and just kind of came back for the Trailblazers this year. Is kind of that assistant coach. He's helping with recruiting, working with the middle infielders. Good bat that he brought with us, and then you got Zach Zara Shaw helping out this year again, and then you got Reese Fields coming back and helping with the pitchers in the bullpen.
And I think that's what's so special about the program here at North Greenville that Coach Powell has built, is the fact that he trusts his guys so much and he invests in his guys so much, and then he gives them the opportunity to come back and give back to the program. Shaw played here, Zara played here, Fields played here, and Jones as well. All these guys have played here in the past few years, but they're coming back to help out with the program and feed into this program that once fed into them.
Yeah, you just see guys that they love to come back to this field and see the guys and play with them. You saw that with some catchers. I'm not going to name any names. You saw some Pat Monteith would come back. He's still showing up every once in a while and seeing the guys and hanging out. And it's just great to see all these different alumni coming back and working with the players or just talking with them and getting to know the new guys.
Phenomenal bat is won by Mitch Wilson. Kept fouling off pitches with 2 strikes and finally wins a walk. And a leadoff base runner to open up the bottom of the 6th here as the black team looks down on some insurance.
I will say, if we can get John Michael Fail some more eligibility, I'd love to have him come back for a year.
Now, I'm not sure he'd take you up on that offer. Still in the pro system right now. Played another year with the Dayton Dragons. So leadoff walk drawn by Mitch Wilson will force Blue Kennedy out of the stretch now, and a bunt is pulled back by C.J. Martin, and now the black team is trying to use that small ball.
Yeah, again, we talk about what batter's coming up in the situation. C.J. Martin is one that can put the ball down, get the runner to second.
Martin already with a base hit today, also grounded out to third. He's 1 of 2. Looks at this one, it's 2-0.
I was going to say, it's kind of almost a strategy. We don't see many people try to bunt, so he lays that bunt on that first pitch, and then he holds back on the second pitch and is now ahead in the count, 0-2.
Larson Montgomery is playing in from his third base position, but if Martin's able to push this down the first base line, he'll definitely be able to advance the runner and potentially get a base hit as well. It's 3-0, however, so most likely going to show bunt here and pull back regardless.
And that's one thing as a pitcher. It's kind of like, if you know he's going to bunt, you just put one right there for him, take the out.
Kennedy over to first. I think it's a lot easier said than done, too, especially at this level. When you see that bat there, to be able to hit it, a lot of times pitchers will like to go up and in, but do you just want to get the out and potentially let the runner get to second? It's ball 4 inside. Back-to-back walks now from Kennedy as C.J. Martin is aboard with still no one out.
We're going to give a little shout-out to our sponsors, Firehouse Subs. Walk to your neighborhood Firehouse.
I feel like it's only fitting now as we have a mound visit here going to talk to Kennedy. Alex, you've never been in the booth when Dustin and I have said our favorite sandwiches from Firehouse, so now we got to know what yours is, or what would you go with from Firehouse?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest Firehouse guy.
Okay.
But if I had to, I'm always a go-to turkey and cheese sandwich with some mayonnaise.
Hey man, we're the same.
Do they have a hot sandwich of like a buffalo chicken type sandwich?
I don't know. Dustin's the expert on the menu. I always get the turkey and cheese too.
Yeah, they're normally not a buffalo chicken, but I know you can order pretty much anything on that. Whatever
it's kind of build your own.
You can build your own, but it's great. Firehouse out of Travelers Rest does a great job helping these guys, giving meals to them when they're on the road. That has been a great sponsor with us, and just always, whenever you get a chance, go to Firehouse Subs.
Yeah, located down there in TR. It's always busy too, man.
It's always packed.
I went there the other day, Sunday after church, and it was packed. And that just shows how good the subs actually are. And it's relatively new there, if I'm not mistaken.
It's only about
as well,
a couple months old.
Yeah.
Since the spring it opened up, and again, great partnership with us and able to give us some hot subs for these guys when they're on the road traveling for all our teams.
Offering at this one is Kason Herlong. He's 0 of 2 on the day, looking to push both Wilson and Martin 90 feet closer and move them into scoring position. So big task here. Folks is playing in along with Montgomery on the corners, trying to get that out at third.
Josh Folks is playing all the way up.
It does not get closer than that. The 0-1 to Herlong is hit off this bad foul. So now 0-2, you likely have to go back to just hitter's approach here.
We talked a lot about these coaches coming out and coaching, but it's fun to watch these World Series because you see Jake Sears during that mound visit talking to his pitcher as he's one of the captains for this red team.
So 0-2 here. Strikeout from Kennedy would be huge to keep the runners put where they're at. Infield now plays back. Peavy and Noble look to turn 2. The 0-2 pitch is hit on the ground towards Montgomery. Montgomery just elects to go to third for 1 out. It would have been close to try and get the double play. It gets the lead runner instead, so nonetheless a good play there by Larson Montgomery.
Yeah, great heads up there at third base, making sure he got the ball, tagging the third base to get that first out. Again, maybe could have turned 2, but at least you know that you're guaranteed to get that lead runner.
And along with that, Dustin, that's also a safer play as well. You don't have the chance of throwing it away into the outfield. You know you're getting the guaranteed out as opposed to so much more that could go wrong with the double play opportunity. Whitaker trying to lay down a bunt, and this one goes foul. Darian Whitaker actually did bunt back in the 4th as Matty Brown was able to come off and field that for an out. He was trying to bunt for a single there. Now he's just trying to push the runners and potentially steal a single.
Yeah, great speed. He's just trying to find a way to get on base and to move some runners around.
Corners are in again now for the red team's defense. Kennedy trying to work out of some self-inflicted wounds that he put on 2 walks to open up the inning, and now it is quickly 0-2 here to Whitaker. Whitaker 1 of 3 on the day with a base hit back in the 2nd. The 0-2 to Whitaker. Way outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a little waste pitch there by Kennedy. Seeing if he's going to chase something.
So Whitaker staying alive so far. 1-2 now here. Trying to add on some insurance for the black team. This one fouled off. Just gets enough of it to stay alive. He was kind of almost tailing towards first base when he swung at that one, trying to get a little bit of an advantage there. Potentially get out a single. But Whitaker extends the at-bat so far.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Ichiro kind of slap bunt there, slap hit to try to get yourself running the first base.
Yeah, we see that out of Shohei Ohtani too, and it's amazing. I mean, I remember watching Game 6 and 7 of the World Series, and he would lunge at the ball like that, and it would somehow end up on the wall. I have no idea how, but just able to get so much power in that. Whitaker trying to do something along those lines. Now 1-2 as Kennedy tries to get out of it. Fouled off again. Were you able to watch the World Series, Dustin?
It's way past my bedtime. I got to watch the recaps, and when it goes 18 innings in some of those games, I'm like,
yeah. I didn't even make it up for Game 3 now, the one that went to 18 innings. 1-2 again to Whitaker. This one is lifted in towards left field and will get out of play. Alex, I know you and I were talking about the World Series before we hopped on the headsets here, but yeah, the Dodgers obviously winning it. Blue Jays had their chances, but it was a phenomenal series. Best series that I've seen since 2016.
In a week span, I think I could confidently say I've watched 2 of the greatest baseball games I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Game 6 and 7 were nuts, along with Game 3, with the 18 innings as Whitaker once again fouls one off.
Yeah, in Game 3 there, unlike you guys, I actually did stay up for the whole thing.
There you go.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't even get tired. I was just genuinely enjoying the game that much.
I feel like if there was more scoring, I might have been able to make it. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
There wasn't a single run until the 18th inning after the 9th. We're seeing a lot of the same thing here with Whitaker filing off a lot of pitches. This one gets away, and the runners will move 90 feet forward. Huge play there by Papolis to stop that from going in the dugout, or that would have scored a run.
Yeah, it just kind of goes off of his glove. Kind of maybe looked up in the sun. He couldn't see it. Got crossed up maybe on the pitch from Kennedy. The other thing I was going to say, Gary, is make sure if I'm correct, but I want to be on a team that's with Will Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think he's won
dog.
six or seven World Series now in a row.
Yeah, that kid is a dog, and then other Will Smiths as well. As this one is muscled into right field, it'll get down, and that'll score not one, but potentially two black team players. And in there, in second, is Whitaker. Huge hit, and this breaks open game one. Darian Whitaker able to muscle in a base hit into right field and hustles it out to second as we take a look at it once more.
Yeah, kind of pokes at it, gets it into right field. Good throw there by the right fielder, Sanford. And then Josh Folks trying to get Whitaker out at second. Maybe had a play at the plate to try to get that second out and not score that second run of the inning. But now black team leads 3-0 in the sixth.
Still only one out as Whitaker's on second. Looking at strike one there is Sweeney. He's got 2 base knocks on the day. Well, Dustin, if we look back at this game, if the black team holds on to win, that will go down as the at-bat that was the difference in the game. 2 strikes with Whitaker, able to foul off, I don't even know how many pitches, but a lot. And then muscle in a base hit and score 2 runs. That is exactly what you want to see right there.
Yeah, then a tip off the glove of the catcher to move the runners second, third, and
this one will get down over the wall as well for a ground rule double. Sweeney gets his 3rd hit of the day, and he gets an RBI with it as Whitaker comes in to score on the ground rule double. It's 4-0 black team.
And that's great. Again, Whitaker was able to extend that hit to almost a double to get him in scoring position, and Mason Sweeney able to get that ball in that right field. And kind of, again, that wind just blowing just enough to get over the head of Sanford Holcomb and to get the run across to now lead 4-0 in the 6th inning.
So the black team plates 3 so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And still a man on second is Mason Sweeney. He's got 3 hits on the day. This one's chopped towards PV. Goes to third with it, and it is out in time. I had trouble seeing it with the sun right there, but able to apply the tag was Larson Montgomery.
Yeah, a lot of what we saw last year was Shaw and Bryce Roddy making that type of play. Real close, but again, with not having a field umpire, you're going to get the call close. There's going to be an out there.
Yeah, the throw beat him by a mile, so it is a called out. Good heads-up play there by Landon Peavy, able to get the second out and the lead runner with it. So now the man on first is C.J. Dean as he reaches on the fielder's choice. And that brings up Lane McGaha, who is 1 of 3 on the day with a base hit that came back in the first. Kennedy trying to limit the damage here in the 6th. This one outside, it's 2-0. And now you got to start looking to get some runs if you're the red team. You haven't scored one through 6. Through 5. Yes, through 6. And you got 9 outs to trace 4 runs down and potentially send this into extras or take the lead. This one is hit deep into left field, and it'll get foul. Actually hit off the wall over there.
That's the problem being in this booth. I'm trying to see.
I'm just guessing up here.
I was done.
Yeah.
Because I think it was just a line shot to
Yeah,
third base and
it
hopped over the
sounded like
bag.
it would be deep,
I
so I took
know.
my chances on it. Nonetheless, it's 2-1 after the foul ball. Outside, 3-1. Also, that sun's right over the bullpen, so I can't see if anyone's actually warming up or not. Dustin, do you have the sun vision?
Yes,
Alex?
we got a red guy warming up out there. I can't tell who, but someone.
That one upstairs for ball 4, so that's the third walk issued this inning by Kennedy. As Magaha reaches safely, and there's another runner in scoring position for the black team. And I'll bring up Kai Tullis, and out to the mound is Sears, and this will be the end of the day for Kennedy after the second mound visit. And he gives up 3 runs here in the 6th, and he'll be responsible for the 2 on first and second. When we come back, new arm out of the bullpen for the red team. Texas Roadhouse called to the bullpen. It is going to be number 39, Luke Raisbeck from Aurora, Colorado, the freshman.
Yeah, Luke has come in this fall, and he's pitched well. He has a fastball that can sit in that mid-80s, can crank it up to 87, 88, and his slider is that breaking pitch that can get him out.
So Kennedy ends his day giving up the 3 here in the 6th. He does go a full inning statistically because of the out he had in the 5th. But he is responsible for the 2 on first and second. First pitch to Tullis is upstairs for ball 1. So back-to-back freshman appearances from the red team out of the bullpen. Going to the young arms early here in the World Series. Now down 4 runs. As Raisbeck trying to get out of this inning without any more damage. Outside, 2-0. There you go, Sacha Tullis giving a shout out to Kai. Watching family members here. That's one of the great things we have. Such a great community here with North Greenville baseball. Family members cheering him on as Tullis puts this one down the left field line foul. It's going to even out
And that's the great thing about this broadcast that we get to do is that people all over the country can watch the games. Even in Czech Republic, Japan, we've had people. So it's always been great to just be able to allow people to watch this ball team wherever they're from if they can't make it out to Tigerville.
2-1. Tullis hits it on the ground, left side, and this one is going to get through for a base hit. Coming in to score is Mason Sweeney, and it is 5-0, black team out in front.
It's actually C.J. Dean coming in and scoring that run for the black team. A great job by Tullis there, getting it through the gap. Marcy Montgomery trying to make a diving play, but not able to, and C.J. Dean coming in for the score.
So Kai Tullis picking up his second hit, his third time he's reached safely, gets an RBI with it. Magaha is forced to stay at second, as it was to the left side.
And see, we just had a shout out for him, and he does
exactly
something there.
More shout outs coming in. Once again, thank you for interacting with this broadcast here on YouTube. We love it. We'll be here with you all series long, as now Justin Dawkins stands in, chops this one left side. It's going to be a close play. Peavy over to first and gets him by a half a step. Peavy saves some potential damage once again. However, the black team able to break through in plate 4 in the bottom of the 6th, as we have the 7th inning on the other end with a 5-0 team for Team Black. Josh Folks to lead things off for Team Red, who is now down by 5 runs. They've been out hit 11-4 in this one, and the runs got to start coming in. They're running out of time here. Only 9 outs yet to play. As Josh Folks looks at that one, it's 1-0. Folks has a double on the day. He's only in his 3rd at-bat right now. Takic back to work. This one catches the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, the black team put in a 5-run or a 4-run inning on the freshman there, Blue Kennedy, who just honestly he didn't have much command today, a lot of control of his stuff, but he's going to get more opportunities here in this Fall World Series to show why he's a higher guy coming out of high school.
Usually in a 7-game series, if you drop game one, it's not the end of the world, as this one's chopped on the ground over to Sweeney. Over to first. Good dig there by Tullis to save out number one. But going back to what I was saying, usually in a 7-game set, you drop game one, it's not the end of the world. 5-game set, all right, you drop game one. Now tomorrow, the pressure is on. You have to win that game almost.
Yeah, that second game is huge when you're trying to find out where you're going to be, and going down 2-0 is a tough thing to do through a stretch, especially when you both teams throw their ace pitcher in game one.
First pitch to Papalios is outside for ball one from Takic. Takic came in last inning and dealt. 3 up, 3 down. This one is chopped towards the left side again. There to make the play is C.J. Martin over to first in time. Gets him by about a step, and another ground out. Takic continuing to force feed these ground outs. That's now his 4th ground ball out.
That's what you want for some of your pitchers. It's not just about strikeouts, but trying to find a way to get outs. And you're seeing this with Tack, is just being able to put the ball in play, getting the outs recorded.
This one misses from Takic. So starting pitchers and lineups have not yet been announced for tomorrow, obviously, but if Black does go on to win this game, now is a good time to experiment with some of the bullpen guys that might not have pitched yet here in this program, or might be a little bit younger because you have that 5-run cushion.
Yeah, that's kind of what Coach Powell and his coaching staff are trying to figure out, what lineup is going to work for the spring, especially as they get into that first week heading out to Houston.
Yeah, you hinted at Houston. They'll head out there for a weekend of baseball. They'll have Alabama, Huntsville, then Central Missouri and East Stroudsburg. Central Missouri and East Stroudsburg, 2 dominant teams at the Division II level, have made the College World Series last year in Cary, North Carolina. Weren't able to raise the title, but UCM was playing Tampa for it. So they'll have some good competition right out of the gate.
Yeah, going out there into that invitation that's out the Houston Astros field, and they're going to just have a second time that they've been out there. Again, that second game against Central Missouri that played in the national championship game against Tampa.
Cooper Noble able to draw the walk with 2 away, and now to bring up Joe Cash. Joe Cash so far is 0 of 2 on the day. First pitch is inside for ball one. So Takic issues a walk, and you don't want to see him lose command here towards the back half of the 7th. This might be the last inning for him, or we'll see if they want to rely on him a little bit longer. It's now 2-0. Sometimes in game ones like this, Alex and Dustin, it is important to go rely on a guy out of the bullpen for potentially 3 innings and just save every arm that you have, or you can elect to go the route of throwing an arm each inning and getting to get some experience under the belt.
Yeah, the biggest thing there is, especially the way they formatted this series, playing 1 today, 1 tomorrow, and then playing on Tuesday, you got a chance to have spread out those arms to get more relief, especially in these playing in a inter-squad World Series. You don't have the arms that you do during the regular season.
So 3-1 now here to Joe Cash. After back-to-back ground balls, he walks Noble, and Cash cuts and fouls this one off back into the net. It's 3-2. So Takic trying to get out of this inning without any damage. And it's a full count to Joe Cash.
And we're seeing with this 3-2 count, seeing that Tigerville shift for that defense.
Payoff pitch on the way. Cash swung on and missed. Takic gets out of the inning with no runs. Red team has come up 7 times and yet to cross the plate. It's 5-0 through 6.5. Well, the black team successfully hit around in the 6th inning, so it'll be Mitch Wilson to lead things off once again. He started last inning with a walk, ended up scoring, so he'll get things going here against Luke Raisbeck, who is back out for some more work here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is swung on and fouled off. So Mitch Wilson 0 for 2 on the day. However, he did reach safely on the walk last inning, like I mentioned. Got on and missed. 0-2 now here to Wilson. So Mitch Wilson trying to extend this at-bat here as Raisbeck trying to hold the lead to just 5 for the black team. The 0-2 offering upstairs, 1-2. This one popped up and it will get out of play. New catcher in for the red team is Del Rosario behind the home plate. 1-2 now. This one is hit on the ground. Peavy is there for the play. It doesn't get easier than that. Actually, rather, that was... Yes, it was Peavy. My apologies there. So Peavy makes the first out on the 6-3. Mitch Wilson is retired. And that'll bring up C.J. Martin once again. C.J. Martin walked also in the 6th. Called strike on the outside corner at 77 miles an hour. So C.J. getting the at-bat here. A little bit of support from the Comets as well. C.J. did come around to score in the 6th. It's 1-1 now. C.J. Martin from Liberty, South Carolina, out of Pickens High School. The sophomore. This is his 3rd year here. He redshirted his freshman year. This one low as well, 2-1.
We see a couple of defensive changes here for the red team as third, or the catcher Pop has moved over third, and new catcher Del Rosario has came into the game. And this is probably because the third baseman Larson Montgomery, he is actually a two-way. He pitches and can play a little bit of third. We've also seen him play left in the fall, and I believe I can see him out in the bullpen right now warming up, possibly to get an inning or two to back up another freshman to come into this game and try to get us going to move on to game 2.
So, like you mentioned, some defensive switches, and that would be awesome if we could see Montgomery come in here as well. We talked about Shohei Ohtani earlier, the two-way player, and now potentially Montgomery. Charging in on it is Papalios, and not able to get the throw over there in time. Good hustle from C.J. Martin. Gets his second single of the game. That was just a little bit too slow off the bat. Chopped right into the ground.
Yeah, great speed there by CJ, just hustling, play there. Slow roller between third and shortstop.
So one out base knock for C.J. Martin. Brings up Kaysen Herlong. He's looking for his first hit here in this game. Outside corner for strike one at 85.
So you mentioned Shohei Ohtani is another two-way. I don't think you can get more polar opposites between Larson Montgomery and Shohei Ohtani. Montgomery is as country as you can get. You can say that.
This one will hang up in left field for Joe Cash, as that's the second out of the inning. So Larson Montgomery, like you mentioned, warming up in the bullpen, is from McConnellis, South Carolina, and Luke continuing to deal out there. Luke Raisbeck as he gets some more encouragement from the comments section. So once again, so glad that you guys are engaging here with this broadcast, cheering on your guys who may be on different sides right now, but come 3 months from now, they'll be all fighting for the same cause.
Yeah, trying to get back to Cary and win another national championship. We got some great series coming up in the spring. Again, talking about Houston to start the year, and then the next weekend playing against Georgia Southwestern, another school in the Southeast region that has made appearances in the regionals.
Yeah, that'll be our first home series. There's a midweek game before then, but that is the first home series right here in Tigerville.
And then you go right into conference play the next weekend. After that, again, Southeast region, one of the top regions in all baseball.
Called strike there. It's 1-2 now to Whitaker. Yeah, so it opens up obviously on the road in Houston, like you mentioned, Dustin. Then Lincoln Memorial will be a home midweek game on February 4th, and then Georgia Southwestern State pays a visit here to Tigerville. Whitaker lines this one into center, and able to drift over and make the catch was Thomas Powell. So the black team leaves one stranded. We're through 7. It's a 5-0 lead. Back with you here on the North Greenville Sports Network. So glad you're with us. I'm Gary Wenzel, joined alongside Alex Epstein and Dustin Foles, here with you for Game 1 of the Fall World Series, best of 5 series, as Team Black is 6 outs away from taking Game 1 into tomorrow. Tomorrow noon, first pitch right here on the North Greenville Sports Network. You'll catch me and Alex back on the call as Dustin will make his way down to Shorter to hopefully see North Greenville win the Conference Carolinas regular season title for football. With a win there, they will be able to do that. New pitcher on for the black team. It is Ben Lycum as he fires this one in, and it's 2 balls right away to start. So 2-0 here to McKee, and now the red dugout's coming to life, but let's hear a little bit about Ben Lycum, Alex.
Yeah, Ben missed 2 pretty close pitches right there with balls, but fastball jumping right off the page with a line out to the shortstop. Another nice play by Mason Sweeney. But, yeah, Ben Lycum has had control issues in the past, but, again, he's coming off of TJ within the last year, and he has shown some really good stuff throughout the fall.
Yeah, he appeared in 8 games in 2025, had 6 innings pitched, gave up 14 hits and 13 runs. Did have 6 strikeouts, 7 walks on the season last year for the Trailblazers.
Del Rosario in his first at-bat looks at one on the outside corner. As Alex mentioned, last inning came in to catch. This one a little bit low. Good block there by the catcher for the black team, Mitch Wilson. So Del Rosario in a 1-1 count here with 1 out in the inning. And down by 5, only 5 outs yet to give, so you got to start getting some base runners if you're the red team. This one does get by Wilson. As Lycum, that one in there at 93, but in the dirt. So favorable count here for Del Rosario. Who is from Gilbert, Arizona, the freshman. This one hit hard on the ground, but Sweeney's there. Sweeney over to first in time for the 6-3. So Sweeney has been getting some work today, and he's been doing phenomenal over there.
Yeah, both PV and Sweeney have been doing great at the shortstop position. Again, a battle we're going to be watching throughout the World Series and going into the spring. But you're probably going to see both of these players playing a lot of innings for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, we saw that a little bit last year, Dustin. Landon Shaw obviously playing most of the time over there at shortstop. But if he had a day off, PV was right there to step in.
Yeah, and again, was a great defensive player for them. Had a couple great at-bats, getting some home runs and some hits to help the Trailblazers win some games last year.
PV off the end of the bats. Now 0-2. Landon Peavy is 1 of 3 on the day. Looking to extend this inning here in the top of the 8th. On the other hand, Lycum looking to send him down in order. Just misses outside, 1-2.
Yeah, that 93-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside. It's hard to lay off of.
So the 1-2 pitch here to Peavy. Curveball is lifted into left center field. Peavy back at the track, and he watches it fly. Red team's on the board. Solo shot for Landon Peavy.
Yeah, a hanging changeup there with not a lot of break, and that was 98 off the bat, 385 to the left center gap.
Huge blast for Landon Peavy, and if they don't come back to win this game, at the very least, it's some momentum. As we take a look at this moonshot from Peavy.
That's one thing. When Peavy can get a hold of one, he can put one deep. Again, right there in left center. Probably broke a window in one of those dorm rooms back there.
You can send all inquiries about broken windows to Dustin Foles' email account.
Denied.
That'll come out of the golf funds, Dustin. Can't have that happen.
Josh Milner or Holden Shaver. You can call one of those two guys.
So Landon Peavy able to get the red team on the board. And like I mentioned, Dustin, still down by 4 here, but a good momentum boost.
Yeah, I got the red team kind of up in the dugout over there.
This is going to get into the glove, actually, of Justin Dawkins. Beautiful catch there out in right field, able to rob a base knock from Halcomb, and the inning comes to a close. Landon Peavy able to get the red team on the board. Black team looks to get it back when they come up to bat. Red team trying to hold this to just a 4-run lead, and first pitch swinging, and this will be down. Actually, caught is the official ruling, so beautiful catch out there in center field by Thomas Powell. As that is the first out of the inning, we'll take a look at it once more. Good play there by Thomas Powell to get the first out of the inning.
Yeah, see, two great plays by the defense here for the Trailblazers. One by Justin Dawkins on that last inning, and then Thomas Powell playing center field in this game one, making great diving plays.
So now C.J. Dean will be the hitter with one away for the black team. As that one's up and in for ball one. And guest appearance here, Matty Brown. Welcome to the booth. Matty, this isn't your first time here in the booth. You had a phenomenal year last year in 2025, winning Freshman of the Year, as this one is going to be a tough play for Peavy, and it pulls folks off the bag. He's unable to get it. So Dean is able to reach safely. As we'll see if that goes down as an error, most likely, but potentially a hit as well. Matty Brown will go back to it. Freshman of the Year, man. Just talk to me about how amazing last year was for you before we get into tonight.
Oh, man. First off, thank you for having me up here to talk. I mean, last year was amazing, obviously. It all came down to hitters, though. That's how I was able to get wins. That's how they were able to score runs for me. You know, trusting LP with the pitch calling. And, you know, defense making plays. But it was an awesome year. I had a lot of fun. Obviously ended up great, and hope to continue that this year.
Foul ball there. Get a good look at Matty Brown, who started tonight for the red team. Matty, you only gave up one earned run tonight, and it wasn't coming easy, but you were able to get out of all those innings, only the home run to C.J. Dean, but you were able to work out of innings, and you left a lot of runners stranded on base for the black team. Just talk to me about how when things aren't going the way they should be, you're able to still stay dialed in and get out of innings.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of guys on, had a lot of deep counts tonight. It's really all just about trusting my pitches every time I throw them. I mean, I'm sticking with the same approach when I'm on the mound, no matter who's on or who's up. But, I mean, really it's just working hitters in the right times. You know, if there's a guy on third base, I'm trying to get a weak pop-up or a strikeout. And, I mean, that's really what helped me today. And I was able to stay in the strike zone and have no walks, which helps a lot.
Called strike there to Magaha. So the count is now 1-2 as still out there working for the red team. It is Riesbeck. Talk to me a little bit about him, Matty Brown.
Riesbeck, he's a freshman. His stuff has looked good in the fall. so far. And, I mean, he's doing good this game. He's gotten outs, and he's doing his job.
This one gets away from Del Rosario, so a free 90 feet. Was stealing anyways, was C.J. Dean. So the black team gets another runner in scoring position here with one away. The count is 2-2. Maddie, talk to me about some up-and-coming guys here for the red team out of the bullpen or just on the pitching staff that you've seen so far here in the fall.
So our bullpens, we have a couple guys missing tonight, which – like Zach Gamone, he would have probably came in earlier. He's been looking good. I mean, obviously we have respec out there right now. We have Caleb Cox saved up. We have Yamamoto to start on Tuesday, which I'm excited about. He's looked good his last 2 outings. Oliver Adams, the dog on the mound, he'll be starting tomorrow. And I'm excited for the pitchers for the rest of this outing or for the rest of the series.
So, assuming that it does make it to 4 games, you probably will get the ball in Game 4. Or at least, if not, Game 5. How do you bounce back and just carry this bullpen into the rest of the way as this one's lifted foul down the right field line and it will land just a few feet foul? How do you get the pitching staff back dialed in?
Well, we're gonna have a talk after this game. Obviously, I mean, I don't think we've been awful on the mound tonight. We just had one bad inning that, they just their bats are hot, and I mean. They've had a couple balls get through that could have been outs, and I mean they won't stay like that. We're also hitting the ball hard, and it's been right at people from what I've seen. But no, I'm confident in our pitching staff. I think we'll be fine, and I think we'll continue to be productive on the mound.
Maddie, talk a little bit about your coaching staff that you have in this series.
Well, Eddie Taubensee, he's the red team king. He's always awesome to have in there. Always high energy, always positive. It's always good to have him in there. We got Utah Jones, who's new this year. He's been a big upgrade. He's helped a lot, keeping everybody on their feet and, keeping everybody confident. We have Shaw, who graduated last year and was on the team last year. He's always smiling. He's always good in the dugout. He'll say what he has to say to make sure you're locked in, which is somebody that you need on a coaching staff.
Magaha able to draw the walk there, so now 2 aboard here for Team Black with only 1 away. Kai Tillis, the hitter, he's had a base hit his last time up. This one hit on the ground, potentially a double play ball, flipping it to second, over to first in time for the 6-4-3 double play, and the red team gets out of it. They need 4 runs to extend the game here in the top of the 9th. We'll keep it right here. Maddie, what does this Fall World Series mean to you, and how has the red team handled it? I know you guys had practice yesterday. What's the team chemistry like?
Oh, the team chemistry is great. We had to get together last night watching the football game and, just hanging out, eating food together. And, I mean, our team chemistry is amazing. Everybody's having fun together. Our practice was a lot of fun. We're doing the hitting games, and we're competing with each other, and it's a lot of fun. I think that we'll be fine, and I hope we just get a rally started right here. I think we can do it. We've been getting barrels all game. So,
well, first of all, I want to apologize that you had to watch that game last night. Not a good game at all. But who's your football team? You got.
I'm a Packers fan.
No, I am too.
Really?
That's awesome. Let's go.
Awesome. Good.
I mean, we didn't look good on Sunday, but hopefully we bounce back against the Eagles. But that'll be a tall task for sure. Who's your favorite player?
I got to go. It was Aaron Rodgers. I grew up watching him, and that was my favorite. Right now, I guess I got to cheer for Jordan Love. He hasn't had the greatest season. He's had some good games.
Especially against Aaron Rodgers.
He did have a great game. And, Josh Jacobs is nasty at running back. I do think we need Jaden Reed back as our receiver, and Tucker Kraft went out too, which hurts a lot because he was getting the most targets for the whole team.
Tucker Kraft just was my favorite player. I guess he still is.
Yeah.
But until he tore his ACL. But I had him on my fantasy team too, so that one hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's never good.
Hopefully they have a lot of good receivers. So Luke Musgraves can step up. Hopefully in the tight end position. Christian Watson's back. He's done all right. So
is Golden in still?
He just hurt his hand or his wrist the other day. Jeez. So I don't know. I know injury plague for sure. But Packers are always the go-to team.
Yep.
So, Maddie, we were talking earlier about the World Series. you guys got to go to the new Anchorback Company warehouse to do a watch party. Talk about what that facility is like and also what that watch party and what you thought about the World Series this year.
Well, the facility's sick. It's a really nice setup. They got a lot of nice stuff in there. We actually did a challenge for the World Series where we all picked from a hat a random player to do something in the game. So it was like the first home run, the first RBI, the first run. And fortunately, somebody had Snyder who hit a leadoff home run and got the first home run, the first RBI, the first run. And the first hit. So he got I think that was Zach Zara. So he got a sports hoodie, a shirt, a hat. I actually did have IKF who stole the first base. So I was able to get a free hat, which was pretty nice. But it was definitely a treat watching that World Series. I think that'll go down as a big World Series in the future. Game 7, obviously, a lot of tight positions. A lot of people showed up. Yamamoto was just unreal. I've never seen somebody. I mean, he had 3 wins in the World Series. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun to watch, though.
Yeah, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, and Hal was saying that was probably the best World Series since 2016 with the Cubs and the Indians. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much you remember of that series, but it's in comparison, that's almost exactly what it was like.
I agree. Was that the year that Rajay Davis hit a bomb off Chapman to go to the World Series?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know for sure, but I know that was. I always remember that swing.
Alex is saying yes over here in the corner. So yeah. But no, phenomenal close to the baseball season for sure.
Yep.
And then we obviously right here now we got another World Series on our hands. This one 5 games, not 7, as this one misses away. Leadoff man is aboard, and Thomas Powell after he was hit by a pitch on a fastball from Lycum. So Josh Folk stands in now here in a 2-0 count. Team Black would like to end this game with Lycum on the mound. Don't want it to get out of control. Now 3-0.
Pitching is definitely a factor in this. You got to get every arm in you can to waste innings and not throw as many arms as you can, because there's also a policy with innings and pitches for every reliever. I think depends on who it is, but most of them are 2 or 3 innings with 50 pitches max.
This is going to be too slow for a double play and too slow for any. Able to hustle it out is Josh Fulks. Unable to make the play over there is C.J. Martin, and leadoff men aboard on first and second for the red team. As you hear Matty Brown saying, let's go. The energy down there starting to pick up a little bit in the dugout as we take a look at it once again.
Just a nice little shot in between the gap. Tough play for C.J. to make. Now you got a tying run on the deck.
Last year we had a game like this where I think we were down like 7 runs, and we actually tied the game up, and it went to a home run derby, which was a lot of fun. I mean, our team ended up losing it, but that would be fun to watch if that ended up happening tonight too.
Now, were you on the team that won last year's World Series, or were you?
I was not.
You were not.
No, I was Team Black last year with Bryce Roddy as our captain, and we did not. It got to a game 5 though. It was a good series.
Talk a little bit about your captains on the red team.
Jake Sears, other than Shiesty. Fortunately, he can't play. He has a little tweak in his hand, but he's been a good captain. He's been really supportive with all the players. And then Caleb Cox, who's also a senior, he's just been good with all the pictures and making sure they're doing the right things.
Papalias now here in a 0-1 count with a pair on the base paths. Good block there behind the plate by Wilson. Able to keep the runners where they're at. Papalias so far in this ball game is 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Looking to change the tide here and bring the red team a little bit closer.
Need him on base badly.
The 1-1. Curveball lands in there for strike 2. Big pitch from Ben Lycum on the off-speed. Alex mentioned it last inning, only using 2 off-speed pitches. One of them the PV home run. Goes back to it there and freezes Papalias. The 1-2 now here. Cut on and missed, strike 3. And he is retired as the base was occupied. So that is the first out of the inning, and it's a big one. However, able to move over to third is Thomas Powell.
Yeah, great reaction by Thomas Powell there, seeing the ball go into the dirt and automatically taking off on that 1-2 pitch to get to first and third situation with 1 out for the red team. again, trying to extend this game.
Something we've been working on a lot too with base running. We did base running stuff yesterday with reads in the dirt, and I mean it always helps to steal a base. I mean that's a big part of the game. You get a guy in a scoring position without having to do anything.
So game now falls onto the shoulders of Cooper Noble, who led all of South Carolina last year in high school with home runs. A home run here would be huge and would bring the red team within one. Looks at a strike. It's 0-2.
Yeah, I like him doing a great job bringing that off-speed pitch. We talk about him throwing in the mid to low 90s with his fastball, but just kind of freezing them up on those off-speed.
Like him trying to work out of this inning and get a Game 1 win for Team Black. Cut on and miss, strike 3. Nobles down on strikes, back-to-back Ks for Lycum. And the Black team is 1 out away from a Game 1 win. So Joe Cash now standing in, the last hope for Team Red here as Lycum has settled back in after the hit by pitch and the air. Lycum trying to send Team Black into the driver's seat of this series. First pitch to Cash, right down the heart of the plate for strike 1.
Filling it up now. Zone.
Ben Lycum has that solid velocity. We saw him get up to 93. That one was at 90. Caught on a miss, strike 2 to Cash. Pitcher's count here from Lycum. Trying to put this one on ice. 13 hits for the Black team today. And a dominant offensive performance. Had a 4-run inning in the 6th. That's been the difference in this game. The 0-2. This one is hit and stopped. Wow. Good play. Over to first.
Wow.
It is in
play.
time. Beautiful play by C.J. Martin. Secures the Game 1 victory for the Team Black. What a play by C.J. Martin. Able to dive and get back up to his feet on the throw.
Yeah, great job there by C.J. Martin. Again, diving, getting up, making that throw on this replay. As you can see, kind of has that shift on. Joe Cash tried to put one in the gap, but great throw to get the final out of Game 1.
Well, Matty Brown, thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. Excellent pitching performance today. Hope we get to see that all spring. That'll be awesome. And hey, who knows, maybe we'll get to see it at the end of this series as well. So hope to see you toe up the rubber once more in this Fall World Series. But excellent job today, Matty Brown. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me
here on the broadcast, man. Appreciate it. That'll do it for us here in Game 1 of the Fall World Series. 13 hits for Team Black and 5 runs to show for it. They hold on to win, and they are now in the driver's seat of Game 1. We'll be right back here with you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, same place. Me and Alex will join you for what will be a phenomenal Game 2 as well, hopefully. Thank you so much for joining us here on the broadcast of Game 1 of the Fall World Series. For our director, Alan Cahaley, Alex Epstein, Dustin Foles, I'm Gary Wenzel saying so long and good night from Tigerville, South Carolina. Black team wins 5-1.